All right. Good morning. Good Sunday morning. Sunday the 21st. Wow. 4 days left from Christmas. Guess that's how you look at it. Maybe, I guess, yeah. Yeah. Five, maybe. Depends on how you look at it. Four after today. Yeah. What's going on? Good to see you. Good to be seen. All the stuff. Blacked right out today with my black hat and the black shirt. Looked like a Christmas decoration yesterday. Mm-hmm. The dogs decided to make their way down here with me today, and hopefully they'll be good. So, Locke Johnson locking it in with the first comment of the day. Good to see you, buddy. How are you? How was your Saturday? We didn't get as much done as we thought we were going to, but we rallied late in the day and got some things squared away. Heading down to Logan today to pick Bailey up for the Christmas holiday. So I texted her yesterday, say, hey, what time are you coming in Monday? She said, I'm coming in tomorrow. Whoops. I knew that. I was just checking with her. Just double checking. Alex Redmond with an 8.5. How are you guys? What's going on? You people that watch and don't comment, good morning to you as well. You guys on the replay, checking it out. Thank you. I appreciate you watching. I was up early again this morning. Shocker, I know. And got some podcast stuff done and loaded up. Today, I released a great conversation with my buddy Pat Johnston. So he's the man that wears this color all the time, orange. We had a conversation about that, among other things, life and business. So check that out. It's on YouTube. You can find it on my Facebook page. And if you don't feel like watching, you can listen on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. So check that out. Yeah. Locke says he misses the routine. I get that. Yeah. Yin, good morning. Jess Novak, good to see you. What is going on? Happy Sunday morning, guys. The coffee's hot. Going down well. And yeah, we went, we tried to go down to LL Bean to the flagship store yesterday, and that was a mistake because it's under construction and there was a lot of walking involved to nowhere. And so we finally went to the outlet instead, got a few things, got what we needed, and made our way back. So we'll stop at REI and Cabela's and a few other things. So good morning, Sherry. How are you? Looking forward to seeing you on Christmas Eve. Yeah. Mike Banca. Good morning, boss. Yeah. How are you? Good to see you. Anything exciting going on with you guys? We just want to get right into it. Yeah. Big plans for Christmas? Traveling? We can still say Christmas, right? Yeah, man, what a couple of weeks it's been with just bad events, plane crashes and shootings and things like that. So be safe out there, guys. Be kind to one another. It's a crazy time. So Mark Bunker said, on my way to run a 5K. No, I'm just kidding. That's Alex. Alex, you run a 5K. Good job, man. That's great. Love to see it. Yeah. A little advice. I've run one or two of those. If you want it, a little advice. When that first mile's going great, you just feel like $1,000,000, and you think for a split second that you can keep that pace the whole race. Slow down a little bit. If you think that you're going too slow, you can prove it in that last mile when you just tear the cover off the ball. All right, there you go. There's your unsolicited advice. Start easy. So back-to-back Christmas events, Yin says. And Alex, post back here in the chat on how you made out. Take some pictures or something like that. Gonna hit the office this morning, says Mark. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Get a few things in order. You guys throttling it down next week? Or are you going hard until the finish line? What's going on? Taking time off? Yeah, we used to have it was kind of both ways between Christmas and New Year's. It was like people really They were off, so they didn't want us working in their house. But then it was just a good break for the guys to take and me. So we did it both ways, and I have mixed feelings about staying active, during the holidays because it's even if you are active, it's not super productive sometimes. So, Zach Watson, good to see you, buddy. Good to see you here. Welcome. Hope things are good in Florida. Yeah. What's the temp down there? We've probably got it's not too bad today here. We've got a whopping 34. So gonna top out at 40 today. So balmy. Yeah. Might even take the coat off. I realized I was walking around without a jacket on yesterday down at Freeport shopping, and it's like, whatever. Not outside that long, and they're a pain. So usually has to be really cold for me to bundle up. I just don't like all the you know double sleeves and stuff. I can't do it. So anyway, good morning, guys, and we're gonna start with saying no to guilt, no without guilt today. All right. Um, yeah, we've been talking about ending overwhelm. Okay. And today's day 8 of that, and we're gonna talk about saying no without guilt. Don't you ever feel guilty when you say no, right? Every time you say yes to the wrong thing, though, you say no to the right thing. So we've hit this topic before. I don't know what day. Today's 360, by the way. Yeah, 40 degrees there. Off till the 5th. Nice. Blew my mom up a pond in between. Yeah, so you're kind of off, but kind of not. Yeah. Guys, most overwhelmed people don't have a time problem. They got a yes problem. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I'll fit that in. Yeah, they don't want to disappoint people, and they don't want conflict, or yeah, I just want to be liked, or they feel responsible, or they feel guilty. So today's about learning how to say no, and you can say it nicely, calmly, clearly, confidently, without carrying guilt afterward. Guys, this is a learned skill. You have to be aware of it first. Man, I'm always doing something. I'm on the go. I'm busy, busy. Yeah, because you said yes to everything and everybody. Okay. Post in the chat, which is harder for you guys, saying no or dealing with the guilt after? What's harder, saying no or dealing with the guilt? Just type no or guilt in the chat. I'll take a pull off my coffee. Yeah, be honest. Which one's harder for you? Saying no or just dealing with the guilt afterwards? Yeah. Yeah, Dan on YouTube. No. Yeah, saying no, it's tough, isn't it? Mark, you speaking to me? Oh, shoot. Yeah, it's hard, right? Yeah, Alex, I could, knowing you guys the way I do, I could almost guess which ones are going to answer which way. Jubal says the guilt lasts a long time. No is over. Yeah, the latter for sure, says Locke. Mark says no. Yeah, it's funny. Kind of, it almost like knowing some of you guys' disc assessments, it can almost kind of run with that. Good morning, Tony Ruffin. How are you? Good to see you. Yeah, most people think that saying no makes them selfish or rude or unhelpful or difficult. Bob never helped me, this and that. Right? Here's what I've learned personally and professionally is that saying yes when you mean no is actually it's not real true leadership. It's kind of dishonest leadership if you think about it, because it's going to create resentment and stress and frustration and exhaustion, passive anger, maybe some passive aggressive stuff, broken promises, because now you're probably going to disappoint someone else. Speaking of all stars, Tim Catroni is here. Good morning, sir. Hope you guys had a good breakfast the other day, you and Dan. Yeah, we're coming down to Logan this morning, so if you feel a whoosh on the way by, that was us. Yeah. And I've said yes plenty of times in the past, just to kind of keep the peace. I'll take this one on the chin and just do it, but you pay for it later with your energy and your focus and patience and your own priorities. Your stuff doesn't get done, right? So, saying no didn't make me less helpful. It made me more honest. Okay. Maybe more honest. Yeah. Have you ever said yes and then complained about it later? Then go to somebody you love and go, why don't you just say no? Well, truth be told, that was uncomfortable, and I don't like uncomfortable conversations or conflict. So I'll just do whatever everybody tells me to do. Yeah. How am I doing? Right. So guilt is a learned response, guys, not a rule. There's no rule somewhere that says you got to be guilty for saying no. And it doesn't mean you're wrong. It means you're breaking an old pattern. Like if you're used to over giving and over committing and being available to everybody, fixing everything, okay, then the boundaries we talked about yesterday will feel uncomfortable at first. It's not easy, right? I've heard Steve say these words, pattern interrupt. Okay. That discomfort is not failure, it's growth. Okay. Yeah. Yin says, hello, Tim. Uncle Tim Catroni is in the house. Good to see you here. Merry Christmas to you and yours. How many grandchildren now? Is it 9? Man, 9, you should be 110 at that age, right? Oh, man, and I know you're not, so good to see you here. I miss seeing you. And saying no is an act of leadership, guys. Leaders don't say yes to everything. They just don't. They protect their time, their focus, their energy, all that stuff, right? They protect their own priorities, their own long-term vision. You know, when you say no, you're saying that, hey, I respect my time and my energy. That's leadership. All right. Um, give me an example, if you don't mind putting in the chat, of something that you say yes to that you know drains you. What do you say yes to that you know just drains you? Tim coming in for a 10. Love to see it. Coffee's good this morning. I made a whole pot. Yeah. Trying to get on the backside of that. Fight me. Catch me outside. I just learned that one. It's only 3-4 years old. Yeah, catch me outside. Guys, you don't owe everybody an explanation, right? Or you don't owe anyone an explanation, okay? One of the biggest guilt traps is over explaining, right? You don't need to justify the no. We talked about that yesterday. That no is a complete sentence. Oh, I'm sorry, Tim. Yeah, 10. That's right. I think you said 10 last time. 10 grandkids, and you're coming in at a 10. So you don't need to justify your no. You could just say no. All right. Um, so it's like a strong, clean no sounds like, that doesn't work for me. I'm not available for that. Yeah, I'm going to pass on this. I can't commit to that right now. No drama, no apology, you know. Well, like I said yesterday, frankly, just no. It's a little more direct, right? Yeah, I used to say yes to everything for my city board stuff. Yeah, ran me ragged. Sure. Little jobs, the door handles, they add up. Yeah, that stuff, Alex, right? So guilt shrinks when you say no early, too. So don't kick that ball down the road. The longer you delay a no, the heavier it feels, the more guilt builds, the more resentment grows, the harder it is to actually say it. Okay. Yeah, Tim, that's right. Feels bad the first few times, then liberating. Like, wow, I lived. I'm actually in control of my own time. Okay. Yeah. Like early clarity is kindness if you think about it for you and them. Now they can move on and find someone else to do their thing for them, right? This doesn't have to be work or like it can be a social event. Well, everybody's going. I gotta go. No, you don't. Do you want to go? Wendy and I have that conversation all the time. Like, what do you want to be? What do you want to do? Let's go do that and make no apologies. Okay. Saying no creates space for better yeses. You get more opportunities and things to say yes to. You might have some improved energy. Your patience increases. You're not biting people's head off, right? Leadership's going to sharpen. Your relationships get cleaner. The lines, you start to see the lines, the boundaries. So it's not like saying no is not closing doors. It's just choosing the right ones. Good morning, Richard. Good to see you. Choosing the right doors. Okay. So what would improve, and you can post this in the chat if you want, you guys that like to comment, what would improve in your life if you said no more often? I'd have more time for me. Good morning, Josh Baker. We miss you. Good to see you. What would improve in your life if you said no more often? And you don't have to be a jerk about it, right? Hey, man, I get some time back. I'd have maybe more time for my kids or my wife or my husband or whatever, family, right? Yeah. I mean, isn't that what you signed up for? Yeah. Calm no's are stronger than emotional yeses. Like, just, yeah, yeah. Geez, I don't have the bandwidth for that right now. Boy, versus, yeah, no problem. I can take care of that. Okay. A calm no protects your peace, builds self respect, earns long term respect. Yin said she'd get back some sleep and some time. Dave Davis coming in from Denver. Nice to see you. Seatbelt Dave on a Sunday morning. How about an emotional yes creates pressure, right? Now we got pressure building, right? Just going to drain your energy because in the moment it sounds good, but then when you walk away, you're like, what am I going to say no to now that I said yes to that, right? And now, so here comes the resentment. Always choose the calm. You don't have to say a lot. Less said, the better. Time for sleep, not and sleep. Yeah, there you go. Could just sleep for a lot longer time. And when you say no, guys, it reinforces that identity, right? Every time you say no, when you mean no, you reinforce that you lead your life intentionally. You don't live in reaction mode. Okay. Hey, my time matters, right? Again, autocorrect, right? Imagine what would we do without it, right? Identity grows through action, not intention. Okay, you can say, "Well, I don't give my time to anybody." But then somebody says, "Hey, can you come over and help me build that deck on Saturday?" Sure, no problem. And then you look at your calendar. Make the phone the bad guy, the calendar the bad guy. Well, let me check. You see, yeah, I've got something. Yeah, I wish I could. You know, if you do, or you just say no, no, you just can't. You know. So, in thinking of that, now we got holidays coming up, things like that. It's a great time to be talking about this. What are you going to say no to this week? What one thing? Is there one thing? I'm not encouraging you to just call somebody up. Hey, yeah, I'm not coming over at Christmas. Not that, okay? But what's one thing that just, I'm not doing that. Sometimes a little public commitment equals higher follow through, guys, right? Little accountability, right? Post it in the chat. What are you saying no to this week? Ask yourself this: where do I say yes out of guilt instead of alignment? If it doesn't align with you, why are you saying yes? If it doesn't align with your core values or your mission or your goals you have for the year, why are you saying yes? Dave, sometimes I say no to myself to unproductive things. Sure. Yeah. Hey, that's old Dave. I used to do that. I'm not doing that anymore. Sometimes, right? Set our own boundaries. Alex says pleasing everyone. Sure. Who or what benefits from my lack of boundaries? Right? You get walked on. Hey, look, Alex will do it. Let's just get Alex. Let's do it. There's that Alex. You're probably that one guy in the family everybody asks for stuff, right? Hey, can you come over and fix my? Oh, sure, no problem. And it's great for family and all that, but it extends, right? Hey, what are you doing on Saturday, buddy? I want to rebuild my tranny. All right, family drama. Mike says, yeah, Mark. Yeah, we don't want that. What does my future self need me to say no to today? I like that future self stuff, right? Yeah. What does the future self need you to say no to today? We're not doing that anymore. What am I protecting by saying no? No, I'm not doing that because I want to go to my daughter's game. You don't have to say that to them, but it's just no. Yeah, no, I'm tied up. My mom's my worst non-paying customer. Yeah. You got to be careful though, because mom was probably your first customer, right? Be careful with that one. Hmm. Yeah, there are some exceptions to the rules. Careful, my mother might be watching. Yeah, how about completing this sentence? To protect my peace, and we did something similar yesterday. It was more with boundaries. To protect my peace and focus, I will say no to what are you going to say no to? And then honor it. And just honor it. One thing, my mother-in-law. Okay, you gotta go easy on the moms. It's around Christmas. Be good, you guys. You're on your own here, Alex and Dave. I'm not touching that. Oh, shoot. Yeah, guys, saying no doesn't make you selfish. It makes you intentional, right? Think about it. Like, move forward with intention around this stuff, okay? Protecting your energy, your clarity. Get clear. It's a great time of year to get clear on what your goals are for next year. Um, what level of leadership you want to step into, and you need to be able to say no to do that. No is a complete sentence. Yeah. Guys, pop a fist pump or a duck or a frog or whatever you guys pop in the chat that means, hey, I'm seeing you. I hear you. I'm paying attention. I appreciate it. Dave Howard, good to see you. What's going on? Yeah. Guys, if this landed with you at all today, let me know. Hit me with a fist pump or something like that. If you're gonna try to just now don't go, just torch the place and say no, no, no to everything. Hey. So I got a call list. I'm just gonna call me. You know what that thing I told you I was doing? Yeah, I'm not doing that. I talked to Bob this morning. He said, nah, we're not doing that. Rick Turner's here. Good to see you. Sherry as well. Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. Don't do stuff you don't want to do, guys. You don't have the energy for or stuff that um takes a toll on you emotionally or um mindset wise or sets you back in some way, whether it's time or whether you're trading time with family for something where some just low ROI activity just so you can feel like good. Dave, that wasn't the spirit of this discussion. No, Paul. I picked the wrong time to talk about no, huh? Especially when I want all you guys to show up on the day after Christmas to celebrate day 365 in a row, whether it's in an airport, a moving vehicle, creepy hotel room with the room darkening shades. Wendy, hurry up, make the bed. I got to get on my line. Let's make this bed real quick. Put all these clothes over on that other bed. Yeah. Do stuff you enjoy. Yeah, you only live once. That's right. Sherry with a fist pump. 365 says Dave Howard. Yeah. December 26th is day 365 in a row. So we'll do something special that day. We'll have some fun. Maybe we'll share it out before, see if we can get a bunch of people on here and blow up the attendance record. So yeah, Richard, thank you very much. I hope you guys are getting dialed in on what's going on for the holiday. I hope you're not hitting it too awfully hard this week. We go crazy all year long, right? It doesn't make any sense to try to push it right to the limit. That said, get your stuff done so you can have a clear head around the holidays and enjoy family, friends, what have you. Or you just sit there and say no. Somebody comes to no. Bob said to say no. I'm not doing that. No. Be kind to one another. Help each other out. Look around. Who needs more from you in certain ways, right? And that's where you want to say yes when you can, right? To the places that are to me like most impactful, right? I did a podcast with Jason Cisneros the other day. It's going to come out a week from tomorrow, I think, because I got a few stacked up. Jason's a great guy. We talked about that, just coming from a place of service, right? Dan Bennett, good morning, sir. Wow. 823. Not bad, Dan. Not bad. You're nothing if you're not consistent. Going out today and try to run a mile. Love to see it, Dave. And guys, so that you know how much like Dave is a lifelong runner. So that's very important to him. Love to see you getting back out there, Dave. I hope the knee holds up. So yeah, finish the year strong, guys. Oh, great. Knee's doing great. Love to hear it. Yeah. Yeah. Gotta have a good set of wheels, right, Mark? Mark knows the knee thing. Yeah, for sure. So yeah, it was kind of crazy. I didn't go into every store yesterday because sometimes it's frankly easier on Wendy if she just runs in and runs out, and she gives me a kind of a pass on that, which is kind of nice. But I told her, I said, if I come into Target with you, it's going to be purely for entertainment purposes only. And she came out, she's like, that place is a shit show. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy in there. So, anyway, guys, I hope you have a great day. Have a great Sunday. We're driving down to Boston, Massachusetts to pick Bailey up, get her back here for the holiday, and she's going back out the day after. So, that'll be a busy day as well with the live 365, day 365, and then shooting her back down to Boston. So, she's in the air right now. So, safe travels to her. And yeah, you guys have a great day. Wendy was doing her get ready with me video on TikTok. No, just kidding. She was getting ready, so she didn't have the links today, but you guys know where to click. And there was somebody else that we were wanting to promote. I can't remember who it was, but guys, if you have a website or whatever and you want to pop it in the chat here, do that anytime. Okay. Please do that anytime. Let everybody know who you are, what you do, how they can get a hold of you. We promote, Tyler and Tyler Kirk and Steve stuff and Bailey, and we don't have sponsors, but I do like to talk about and promote people who are doing good things. All right. And working on small business and all that. So I wish you would do a get ready with me. Christy, wouldn't that be hilarious? Hilarious. You ever seen the guy that does it and he's like putting peanut butter all over his face and cucumbers and all this stuff? Yeah. Right. Dave Howard says kindness does matter, right, Wendy? Yeah. Yeah. Wendy shot a little live video with Stacy Simino yesterday. We went over to see her, and it's shared in their group, the Strength Shift group that Stacy leads. And so she had Wendy on a video talking about her t-shirts and how she got going with all that. So super cringy, as she said. Yeah. CasperEast.com is Richard Nordheim's screen business, as well as enhancedrenovations.com. Been at it a long time. So yeah, NorthStarBailey.com is where Alex is at. He and Bill Gustafson. Guys, check them out. We got a lot of things. Bunker Building and Remodeling is another one. Mark's always on here. Michelle's on here a bunch. Check them out, guys. Share them out. Like, I like to share people's stuff when I see it, and I'll share it in the Summit page and all that stuff. And hey, you never know, right? Connect somebody and they're off and running. So help each other out that way, and use social media to leverage those relationships. So anyway, GiveFreedomHomes.com. I'm gonna stay on another minute in case you guys want to post some more links. Yeah, that's Jess Novak in Florida. Yeah, Yin's Unity. How do you say that? Is it Unity in Designs? It's kind of cool. I like how you did that, Unity, but it also says Yin in there. So UnityInDesigns.com and BeholderAquatics.com. So that's Locke and Yin. You guys see those guys on here a lot. Bubba doesn't like me anymore, Dave. I don't know. I think he's still sleeping. He drove back from New York to Memphis like overnight, like 1,100 miles or something, night before last. So he was headed to bed yesterday when we were starting the live. So I haven't heard from him yet, but he doesn't typically require a ton of sleep. So he'll be around. Unity in Designs. You're the only one who has ever caught that. Wow. I would say stumbled onto. Yeah. So Bubba, we miss you. If you're going to watch on Rewind, didn't think I'd ever say that, but anyway. We got a busy travel month in January. We've got Job Tread Connect, the 14th through the 16th. I'll come back from that, then head down to Raleigh for the 21st, I think it is, for the Techo Block event, where we'll be posted up there, and then come back from that and go down to Dallas for the, I think, 26th, 7th for a 2-day takeoff event that you guys are all welcome to join us at. WSI Southwest is Jubal and Lindy. Yeah, hashtag Bunker Building and Remodeling LLC, bunkerbuilding.net. That was a mouthful, Mark, but I got it right. My name is too easy to monetize, Yin says. Yeah, exactly. So, guys, pop them in there and stay connected in the chat. Like I always say, if there's somebody on here and you aren't connected, get connected. All right. That's when I know this is having some impact. So anyway, with that, we're going to pull the plug and get fired up and go over and steal my mother's car for the day and go get Bailey down to Boston Logan Airport. Yeah. I got to get my Boston driver persona on. Alex, Mark, Catroni, you guys know what I'm talking about. So take that blinker thing and just break it right off and throw it out the window. All right, guys, have a great day. Appreciate you guys. Talk soon.